everyone and welcome back. I'm David and I've been travelling full-time since 2016 while working online. I've spent the majority of this year in the Balkans and Eastern Europe, an area of the world where travel is still relatively possible despite the current situation. This year we've been to Sarajevo, Bosnia and Herzegovina.
I think it's down here somewhere.
And Minsk, Belarus.
Let's have a look at Minsk.
As well as spending a number of months in Serbia. But it's time for something new. Let's check out where we're heading next.
Zdravo Zdravo, dobar den, dobde dojde from Macedonia. Or in other words, hello everyone and welcome to Macedonia. Or should I say, North Macedonia? Yes, that's right, more on that subject a little bit later. Today I'm in Skopje, the capital, and as always, this video is the first of many videos coming from North Macedonia. Today we're going to be in the centre of town, checking out a bit of history, some first impressions, you name it. So if you want to explore another country, come with me. Now I've been here for a few days now, and still coming to this central square, I've got to say, out of 53 countries I've been to so far, Skopje definitely wins the gold medal for the most unique, spectacularly unique central square I've ever been to. You've got modern buildings, you've got beautiful buildings like that casino, you've got other buildings over there with Cyrillic lettering over the top. You've got these absolutely monolithic statues. They're huge, impressive, just amazing. Alexander the Great, you've got lions, you've got other statues all over the place representing historically important people in Macedonia. You've got fountains, and look at those beautiful buildings. You could almost play spot the statue. There are so many of them, literally everywhere you look. And the camera probably doesn't do it justice, but the size and scale of them is just ridiculous. But in a good way, I mean. These massive plinths with the figures atop them. So today is August the 2nd and you'll be glad to know that I am remaining refreshed. I've learnt from previous videos. I'm also battling my mask. This is 2020 after all, and also the winds, so I apologise if there's wind in this video. I'm on one of the bridges. This is Stone Bridge, one of the most famous bridges in Skopje. There are many of them along the river Vardar. It's really nice walking down here at night with all the alfresco restaurants. I always say alfresco in videos. But anyway, in terms of history, Alexander the Great, I think we all know something about Alexander the Great, but there are many things that I didn't know about. The Kingdom of Macedon, or Macedon, was once the largest and most powerful empire in the world. Didn't know this. We've all heard about the Ottoman Empire, the British Empire, but yeah, the Kingdom of Macedon, was one of the largest in the world. It stretched all the way from the Balkans, Turkey, Armenia, Persia, Iran, all the way to the borders with India about 350 years before the birth of Christ. Fascinating stuff, and there's this massive statue in the middle of the central square in Skopje. It's beautiful. So as I walk past red buses, is this London? No, it's Skopje. I come to another important historical point. Mother Theresa was born in Skopje. I believe by nationality she was Albanian, but she was born here in Skopje. Her house, her birth house, there's a plaque where her house used to be. It was destroyed in an earthquake, I believe, which we'll talk about in a minute. So now there's this memorial house in existence where people can come to and remember Mother Theresa. I have read that some people talk about it as a bit of a cop-out, or it's not like a suitable point of remembrance for Mother Theresa, but I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments. And the thing I want to show you about architecture here is that it is varied. So over there, I don't know if you can see, it's a bit, you know, there's like concrete 60s, 50s buildings as well, like very brutalist in a way. So yeah, extremely varied architecture in Skopje. Yeah, this building feels like an old car park in the UK, or, you know, one of those old run-down shopping centres also in the UK. But is that a bad thing? No, it's not. I quite like this architecture, you know. It shows the history of a city. When I've read about architecture in Skopje, I see a lot of people using the word kitsch whatever that means. I'm joking, I just mean it's the most overused word ever. You know, come up with something more original. It's varied, it's interesting, it's unique, and it is unique. There's a lot of negativity, it seems, about Skopje in the fact that there is so much variety and inconsistency in a way in terms of architecture. But hang on a minute, isn't every city like that? You know, isn't the fact that a city's architecture is varied, doesn't that mean that the city has had an immense history? Which Skopje has, and I think it makes it more interesting. Imagine if you went to a city and everything was the same. It would be boring. Coming to Skopje is fascinating because there is such an eclectic mix of architecture, and I love architecture. How North Macedonia is not on most people's lists for a short break away in Europe, a city break, is beyond me. Look at this. It's absolutely beautiful. Look at the colours. Wowzers. Wind. This is the memorial of Macedonian genocide in Greece. I understand there's meant to be an eternal flame over there, but it's gone out, so it's not eternal, and it does feel like it is slightly unloved. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. Next up, anyone from Skopje will know where I am, and for me this is probably one of the most fascinating things about Skopje above anything else. Let's take a closer look. Words of wisdom from Mother Theresa. We ourselves feel that what we are doing is just a drop in the ocean, but the ocean would be less because of that missing drop. It's correct. No matter how insignificant we are, no matter what we do in life, makes a difference. Good one, hun. I'm outside what used to be the old railway station in Skopje. It's now the Museum of the City of Skopje, and you'll notice that there's a clock up there. It's a very famous clock in Skopje. Right now it's 2:30 in the afternoon, so why does that clock say 17 minutes past 5? Just like the clocks in Hiroshima in Japan where there was an atomic bomb, this clock stopped at the time of an earthquake in 1963. It measured 6.1 on the Richter scale and over 1,000 people died. And the clock has been left to commemorate those that died and to remember that occasion. Yeah, there we go, 57th anniversary of the devastating earthquake in Skopje on the 26th of July 1963. So today is August the 2nd, so that anniversary was last week. Apologies, my Cyrillic isn't very good, but is this a quote by Joseph Tito, the former leader of the former Yugoslavia? Who knows? And it appears to be closed, I think, at the moment. Bloody flies buzzing around. The reason I find this fascinating is I'm a bit of a history geek, and I mentioned Joseph Tito, and I read that he came here in 1963 to give his support, as well as Nikita Khrushchev, which was the former president of the former Soviet Union at the time, which I learned about when I was in Belarus. So it's kind of going back in time for me in terms of past travels. We're down by the river now, heading... oh fuck, where are we going? The fortress and also the Old Bazaar. And I've got to say about these fortresses, because I've been in the Balkans for quite a while now, you know, Belgrade, Niš, I feel like I've kind of become immune to the effect that these fortresses have on you, but definitely I'm remembering this time just the wowzer effect, you know. It's massive. The scale of it is humongous. Let's go and have a look. So I'm in the Old Bazaar in Skopje. Is this Turkey? No, it's not. It's Skopje, North Macedonia. And keep in mind that it is Sunday right now, so a lot of shops are closed. However, I did come here a couple of days ago, so let's do a transition to earlier in the week. So as you can see, yeah, in the week, it's considerably busier. The thing I'll say about the Old Bazaar is that there's a hell of a lot more ethnic and religious diversity compared to other places I've been in the Balkans, except maybe with the exception of Sarajevo. So in Sarajevo, there was a lot of ethnic diversity, which is really cool. And you have over 30 mosques, you have the call to prayer, singing out, and lots of different shops, different cafes, restaurants, coffee shops, shoe shops, you name it, there's everything. And the thing about this bazaar kind of goes back to what I said earlier about the fact that history means that there will be varying styles of architecture. So this bazaar dates back to the 12th century. It's been destroyed by the Turks, it's been destroyed by the Austrians, also in the earthquake. So it's had to be rebuilt over and over again, and you could probably spend an eternity in this bazaar. looking in great detail at all the different styles of architecture and different buildings, sultans' houses, things like that. It's really cool because, you know, being in Serbia for so long, I didn't really see this side of the Balkans, so it's a cool place to come to experience that, especially on the weekdays, not on a Sunday. And look who I've just met. I've just met a beautiful angel. Hello. Wow. Oh, what an angel. The cat whisperer is back in action. Now, I know the Old Bazaar is quite touristy. It's very popular with Turkish tourists, I believe. However, I did find a place for the next video where I can have some tavci gravci, which is a bit like pleblanets, or a pot of beans basically. Signature Macedonian dish. Apparently. You may disagree if you're Macedonian, I don't know. But yeah, we're going to have that in the next video. We're going to also have go somewhere in the next video even, that is slightly less touristy. So there's something that caters for everyone. I need nice cream. Awesome. Ciao. Just what I need on a hot summer's day. Who remembers Slush Puppies when you were a kid, like in the 80s? The best. The blue one was the best. Basically right next to the Old Bazaar is the fortress dating back to the 6th century. However, there have been items excavated dating back to 3000 BC, such as clay pots and musical instruments. Aren't I just the fountain of useless information today? Let's go and have a look and get some nice lighting at this time of the day. It's about 4:30 now. Yeah, lovely. High walls, beautiful. As we walk up there, I thought I'd fill you in on another bit of information. So many people have asked me, if I'm in North Macedonia, where's South Macedonia? Well, the truth is it doesn't exist. Well, it kind of does. Basically, obviously Macedonia was part of Yugoslavia up until the early 90s. Then it became the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia. Then it was the Republic of Macedonia. I hope this is correct. And then basically, because Macedonia is a larger region, it encompasses some of Greece as well. The Greeks were not happy with the fact that Macedonia was calling the country Macedonia, because there was also a Macedonia. See where I'm going with this? So basically the agreement was made, or the decision was made, to call the Republic of Macedonia North Macedonia. It's like when I had to mention Kosovo in a Serbia video. Look at the pretty views already, all the lovely mountains in the distance. Reminds me of when I was in Nice. Clear blue skies, look at this. We're going this way, but I think it's shut. I guess this was the moat. Brilliant. Right, I've walked to the right. Let's see what's up here. It wouldn't be one of my videos if we weren't ending it by climbing up a ravine or whatever that is. Oh, blimmin' epic, I'm slipping. Ah, there we go. Ah, I could have just gone the easy way, but when do I ever do that? Okay, the view's a bit crap, I've got to be honest. I think that's the Philip II Stadium. I read about Philip II, but I can't remember who he is. Well, that's what I can see of the fortress as I stick my camera through the gate. Oh, there's cats. Or a cat. Hello, hun. Right, hello everyone. It's a few days later, by the way, and don't judge me, but I am about to eat Nutella with plasma powder, my favourite. I'm editing this video, by the way. It's good editing food. And it's pouring with rain. So my plans to film a second video just after this one and also go to Ohrid at the weekend have been delayed. They will be happening, but just slightly later than planned. So what are my impressions of Skopje? I've been here for over a week now, and I really like it. I'm quite happy here. My place is very nice, as you can see.
good Wi-Fi. The city's very unique, I would say, and I wanted to touch on the statue thing again because I know there's a lot of controversy about that. For a foreigner, I think, as you've seen in this video, it's very impressive and unique and interesting, but I know that for locals it could be a different situation because I think it was the statues were built as like a regeneration project, and probably, if I was a local, I'd be thinking, well, maybe that money could go to better use, education, healthcare, particularly at times like this with coronavirus. But regardless of that, I am a foreigner. We can't deny that. It's the first time I've been here, so I will think that it's unique and impressive. It's very varied, Skopje. There's a lot of history, lots of different places to go. And additionally, North Macedonia itself, it's not just about Skopje, which we're going to find out more about in the future. So that's this video. I hope you've enjoyed having a look around Skopje with me. Check out my website, thetowerofdavid.com. Don't forget that, because there will be blog posts about Macedonia probably a bit later on. So yeah, check it out. There's lots of other posts on there as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time where we're going to be having some tavche gravche. Yum yum. I'm going to eat my Nutella now. Catch you later.
Yeah, baby, don't be afraid. You just follow